Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, back again for another video. This time I'm going to bring an issue that a few newbies have spoke to me about, seen a few posts asking about it and stuff like that, and people have personally approached me and spoke to me about it, and this is making pacts with spirits. So in many different pantheons and many different belief systems you can make pacts with spirits. I indeed have pacts with spirits. So what I'm going to do is just talk you through the kind of pacts that I have and what I know about them. So a pact itself is a contract between you and the spirit, so you and the deity, where both parties will benefit. You'll offer something like a weekly prayers and offerings, or energy, or blood, depending on what the spirit wants each week and what the spirit likes. You'll make offerings, and basically you will get something in return. So I've got a pact, for example, with Baron Samedi, where I feed the Baron, I make him offerings, and I respect his worship day, which is a Saturday, and I pray to him on that day. In return, he helps me find customers that are good paying customers, and he helps me keep the quality of my work high, and helps me keep just provides me with guidance and wisdom, and keeps me on the straight and narrow and the decent path with my business. I'm also part of what they call a trading syndicate. So online you can buy and sell forex currency, or commodities like gold and that, and you buy them when the price is low, sell them when the price is high. I'm actually part of a syndicate that has a pact with 5 demons, Boone and Clowneck, two of the ones to mention, and I'm actually part of this syndicate where they provide us with certain ways of working, should I say, because it's not exactly a tip. They don't exactly say buy this day and then sell this day. Instead, they sort of tell us ways to lead to where you're going, to lead you to where you need to be. And they sort of tell you ways to look at things and to work things that mean that when you're actually doing the trading, it comes off successfully. And this trading syndicate's quite successful, quite good. I've only just joined it, but it's quite good and quite successful. And yeah, that's through Boone and Clowneck, and there are another 3 demons involved in there as well. So they're 2 of the kinds of packs that I've got. Now you don't just have to have pacts for money reasons, but what you need to do when you're thinking about a pact is don't think about what you want to manifest in your life. Think about what you need to manifest in your life. Yeah. So I ain't manifesting money in my life because I'm greedy. I'm manifesting money in my life because I've got 3 soon-to-be 4 kids, 3 dogs, and missus, and myself. Do you know what I mean? And I'm the only breadwinner, so I got to manifest that money in my life, which means I've got to go out there and make that paper. So I did a deal with the Baron, and I joined the trading syndicate. They're the 2 kinds of pacts that I've got. Other packs you can do are for like love drawing or lust drawing, if you want to get a pack to draw the perfect partner. If you want to get a pack to draw many lustful encounters. If you want, you can do pacts for protection. There are a number of reasons you can do pacts. And it's like I said, it's just like doing a contract with a person. It's a mutually beneficial arrangement where they get something from you and you get something from them. But you have to honour it. If you don't honour it, the consequences can be quite severe, especially when working with a loa. I mean, the very luckiest, they'll just say, well, deal's off, fuck you. But in the worst case scenario, you could get punished, and they could be like, not working with you again, mate, because you're full of shit. Do you know what I mean? So you've got to be careful when you're doing a pact that A, you can keep up your end of the bargain, so don't offer too much, and B, it's something you're going to want to keep going continuously in your life. If not, then stipulate a time period. Now, there are a few ways of doing pacts. People write them on a contract, I believe, when working with the demonic kings, and they can sign them either with their own blood or sign them in another way. And obviously, then evoke that demonic king, present the pact to them, and obviously go through the process with that. I don't really know because I haven't done that one, to be honest with you. But coming from my perspective, and I can only describe to you what I did. I can't tell you how I did it because it's sacred and secret. But started the process to lift the veil and step into Baron Samedi's world, so the land of the Gede. Basically sat down at the altar with him, had a talk to him, basically told him what I wanted, presented the contract to him, offered him a drink of some rum and everything like that. Told him what he was getting out of it, had a bit of a smoke with him, and then disposed of the pact by burning it and letting it go out into the atmosphere, outside in the air, which is what you do with that particular spirit. You see, with packs, you dispose them in different ways. Some of them require being stashed and hidden in your altar. Some of them require being set on fire. There are many different ways that you can that spirits require to dispose of a pack, to say that basically this is it, sealed, deal's done. There are other kinds of pacts as well, or things that are similar to pacts, like a spiritual marriage, for example. So you could do a spiritual marriage with a loa, so you can say, I need this, this, and this in my life, and I am willing to marry you. Now you can do that with a spirit. A spiritual marriage with a loa, how usually there are a couple of rules with it, like on their worship day you've not to have sex with anybody else but that particular spirit, and you've never to have intimate contact in front of the spirit's altar with anybody. Those are seen as a middle finger to the spirit, so you wouldn't do that obviously because you're violating the terms of the spiritual marriage. But that is a form of pact. They do usually go a bit extra mile. I've not got a spiritual marriage, but they do usually go a bit extra mile in the terms of the fact that you usually get what you ask for, but then they also protect you fiercely because there's a bit more of a stronger bond between you and them at that point. So they're a lot more protective and a lot more interested in your development and well-being from that point forward when you develop a spiritual marriage. So it's more beneficial than a pact because you don't just get what you ask for. There's the other like sort of aspect of they'll be protective of you. They'll say, "Whoa, don't be doing this. This is a bit," do you know what I mean? They'll look out for you a bit more. I have heard that they can do a spiritual marriage with Santa Muerte. I haven't really looked into it too much yet, and I haven't initiated it myself, but I've heard that is possible. I have got, I'd say something similar to a pact with Santa Muerte, but it's more of a, how can we say this? It's more of an unwritten, unagreed thing. Basically, she fiercely protects my kids and plays with my little boy, and yeah, I just give her weekly offerings and give her what she wants. Sometimes she motivates me to buy her certain things in shops, like this little wooden carved owl she bought me because they're sacred to her, and stuff like that. And for that, she basically fiercely protects my kids and makes sure that they're all right and that they're all good and not scared on the night, actually, which resonates quite well with her because she's a deity of protection on a night. Or she can be used for that. So there are quite a few different ways you can do pacts. Sorry I didn't give you too much on demonic kings, but the main things you have to be sure of is A, make sure you can commit to what you're offering, right? If you can't commit to what you're offering, don't do the pact. B, make sure you manifest things in your life, things that you need, not that you want. You don't want too many of these deals going on and too much stuff to commit to, yeah? So cherry pick what you need, what will be the best for your progress, your path, your ascension in this now, yeah? And cherry pick those and do the pact. I mean, having too many in your life can be too draining on your energy, could be too draining on your finances, could be too draining in many different ways. So try not to just evoke all 72 demons or whatever, or all the lower, and do a pact with each one, do you know what I mean? Try not to be doing that, yeah? Be targeting the ones you need to manifest what you need in your life to get to where you need to be in your goal. So what you need to do is think where you are now, and think where your goal is, where you need to be, yeah? And have a look at X, Y, Z spirit, yeah? That can take you there, right, by doing these deals with them to help you get there and stuff. As opposed to just bum, money, sex, do you know what I mean? Well, if that's your bag, if that's all you're after in life is money and sex, then go for it. But do you know what I mean? Like myself, I'm carefully planning the next ones that I do. Probably either be with Santa Muerte or a demonic king, to be honest with you, because I've got one with a lower. In fact, it'll probably be with Santa Muerte because I'm part of the syndicate with the demonic kings, and I want to have a bit more of a variation to bring you more information on dealing with each one. But the ones I've got in place at the minute are giving me what I need, and they're good because they're fetching the right influences in my life for what I need as well. So they are going a bit extra mile for me, so in return I go a bit extra mile for them and give them a few more little extra tidbits. So I'm having a quite good experience with it at the moment. If anyone has got any more contributions, especially towards the demonic kings, from a beginner level though, not just like I'm the big I am, I've done this and all that lot. From the beginner level, like explain to us why you approach this spirit, what they do, and all that stuff. If anyone wants to add that on the comments, that'd be absolutely great, because I haven't necessarily got that experience yet. I'm part of a syndicate where a pact were arranged through the syndicate owner, so I haven't arranged the pact with the demonic spirits myself. It were arranged through the owner. I just contribute to the offerings and the energy involved in it, and reap the rewards. So yeah, anyways, if anyone's got any of their own experiences they'd like to add on here, that'd be brilliant. Another video I'm going to bring to you in the future is about servitors. There's a few I'm going to bring to you in the future, actually. I'm going to do a Santa Muerte one. I'm going to do one about servitors, and I'm considering doing one about the time I spent when I went missing when I basically experienced possession. But we'll go over that in a bit more detail, because that were a bit of a crazy night at another time. Any suggestions for any videos or any additions to this videos you'd like to make, then just let me know in it. And as always, don't do anything I wouldn't do. Have a good day.